main concern that we seemed to get from you, Jeremy, was based on the tragic history of the owners of this place, is my mother at risk?
Yes.
Is there any danger of her going the same route as 3 owners who ended their own lives? So the first thing we wanted to figure out was if any of the previous owners are still here at the hotel. And to that end, it seems like 2 of our teams may have communicated with a possible entity. We have these devices that are called data loggers, and they measure electromagnetic fields, temperature, air pressure, humidity, as well as movement. But we can also use them to communicate. So first is our team, Brian and Rochelle, who investigated in the restaurant.
We're clearly here to talk to you. Is the lady in white you, Anna?
That's crazy.
So that's interesting. And then we had our team members, Brandon and Mustafa, investigate the bathhouse.
We were talking about the way this hotel's run and how Mary has her hands full here.
Just went off and he said, Mary.
And then this is an experience that that Daryl and Kristen had up on the 3rd floor. So everyone's perfectly still.
Just be quiet for a second. What is that? There's somebody walking.
There was no one above us. Can't explain it. It was pretty intense.
Now, that being said, in the process of trying to establish contact,
Whoa.
what we did find were high electromagnetic fields around the entire building.
Holy moly. Dude.
If you look, you can see we have this data logger. And what we're looking for is anything that's about a 4 milligauss or higher. And we found that a lot.
He's going crazy.
So that can explain away a lot of just the odd feelings.
That's a symptom of high EMF, is feeling uncomfortable.
Okay.
We also decided that we were going to check for what's called infrasound. When there's infrasound below 20 hertz but above 90 decibels, we typically can't hear, but we start to feel it. And those effects can be discomfort, feeling paranoia. Here's a chart, and you can see right in the 17 hertz range, there's an average above 90 decibels. And right in that range in particular, people tend to feel like they're having an encounter with an entity of some type. So this could explain the sightings of a lady in white. Unfortunately, we can't say for sure if the EMF we detected was due to paranormal activity or man-made factors.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Now, one of the things we really wanted to look into here was what makes this place unique, why it exists in the first place, and that's the spring water underneath it. So Daryl and I brought in Dr. Brooks, and what we were looking for specifically was the conductivity of the water.
Whoa, this is crazy high conductivity, it looks like.
So why do we care about it conducting electricity? Let's put it all together. Infrasound, high electromagnetic fields, amplified by the huge mineral lake you're sitting on here. Interesting, right?
That's very interesting.
Right, you combine this type of natural environmental condition with the stories, and you can see how it could compound. Now, this doesn't mean that people are in danger by coming here. It's perfectly safe. It can just have this effect on people. There are ways to insulate against that. You can have an electrician come in, insulate as much as possible. It doesn't mean there's nothing paranormal here. It just means that if we can figure this stuff out and insulate against it, then people are more likely to have a genuine experience.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So one of the major concerns from you, Jeremy, is my mother at risk.
Yes.
I work as a therapist, and so I talk with people who may be having these types of thoughts. And I'd like to know, too, with you, Jeremy, if there was not this traumatic history in this hotel, would you even think that that would be a road that your mother would go down or something that you'd be concerned for her? Probably not. Yes. Okay. And that happens, you know, we hear of these stories, we become suggestible to it, and so that makes sense. But in Mary's situation, her life is different than what we know of the 3 owners that did take their lives. A major one is that she has a family that loves and supports her. You even talked about missing your grandchildren and wanting to spend more time with them. And so I also really encourage you to find that balance.
You know, life is short. Time is short. Spend time with the ones you love.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.